Welcome to the Weather Guru Podcast for January 27, 2026. This Tuesday. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the way in. Thank you for joining the Weather Guru here. We're going to be looking at the weather for the lower 48 United States here just for today and tomorrow morning. And as you can see, courtesy of the National Weather Service, our hazards are going to be confined to the southeast and the upper Midwest, with those winter weather advisories are extending into central Florida on the I-4 corridor, Orlando to Tampa, down to Lakeland, down to Braden and Sarasota area, back up towards Jacksonville and St. Johns River Valley there, and into Lake City in southern Georgia, Brunswick, Sea Isles, Jessup, back into the central interior parts of Georgia there, just south of 16. This is a freeze warning, a hard freeze warning in purple for that area. So if you have any friends and loved ones there, tell them to get prepared for cold temperatures below 20 degrees tomorrow morning on Wednesday for that area. We'll also have winter weather advisories along the lake effect snow chain here in Michigan, off of Lake Michigan, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, back up toward Grayling, Michigan, and 75, Cadillac, into the Upper Peninsula, of course, crossing the Mackinac Bridge. You folks in Marquette and Houghton, and off of the UP Peninsula of Michigan, as well as the Tokyo Plateau of New York, Oswego County, back toward Buffalo. The usual lake effect zones are getting in on some action there. Texas, South Texas, even getting in on some hard freeze warnings here, and down towards Victoria, Texas, east, west of there, back towards the Corpus Christi, Harlingen area, down that way. So be careful there. Louisiana as well, New Orleans, some of your districts, southern parishes there are in a freeze warning as well. Out west, we have just a slight wind warning, high wind watch and brown here. This is for north for people heading toward Mount Shasta and into the Oregon border there. So that's what we have going on there. Temperatures today were very cold. As you can see, the Arctic polar vortex has settled in nicely here in the mid-Atlantic, the upper Midwest, and the Northeast. Even in the South, only 40 degrees Fahrenheit for a high in Atlanta today, whereas in Miami it was a nice balmy 75 degrees Fahrenheit there for you guys. 23 degrees Fahrenheit in our nation's capital. 16 degrees Fahrenheit for you friends in Burlington. 22 degrees Fahrenheit for a high today and Tuesday in Boston. Hello to you. Good afternoon to you guys in LA. 73 degrees Fahrenheit for a high for you in San Diego, respectively. 66 degrees Fahrenheit for the Bay Area. 50 degrees Fahrenheit for our friends in Seattle, as the Seahawks prepare with their Super Bowl aspirations to go down to Santa Clara along with the Patriots later on in the next month. In the middle of this country, as you can see, DFW, they're recovering 42 degrees Fahrenheit as you're recovering from that ice and sleet mixture you had. A lot of flight cancellations out of DFW and other airports. That started to ease up tomorrow, Wednesday, as things start to get back to normal operations along the airport fields as we continue on. As you can see here, the precipitation now is limited to the western half of the country here. So we have another frontal boundary coming into the Bay Area. This will provide showers from Northern California, Southern Oregon, through Coos Bay, and up to Seattle, Vancouver. Showers will continue there. Elsewhere, it's just clear and cold for Wednesday across much of the United States of America. Now, the upcoming weekend, we have a storm that could be a potential nor'easter, or it could head out to sea. Low pressure developing off the coast of the Carolinas to provide has cold air, but we're just waiting on the moisture and the track and the timing. So stay tuned for that as we get ready to see whether or not we get a blockbuster nor'easter on next Sunday, or we just get a couple inches of dusting of snow for much of the Northeast. Thank you for listening. This is the Weather Guru signing off.